Hello, this is Sam Simon, also known as Dementia Man, and I'm here for my video podcast for the week of July 22nd, 2024. I'm also known as the best Sam Simon with Alzheimer's that the world has ever seen. That's going to be part of my standard introduction. There's one of the things I'm going to mention today. It's 5 days after my 79th birthday, 5 days into my 80th year. A couple of weeks ago, I lost a dear, dear friend, Lynn Fielder. Lynn, somebody I met at the when I was on the board of directors of the World Institute on Disability. And Lynn taught me that we are, well, let me just say, Lynn had Parkinson's disease. She was diagnosed at 30 and she died 32 years later. She was 62 when she passed away. But she taught me. We met early and we talked, and she became a dear, dear friend. And she taught me that I am the best of what I am as I am. She said, I'm the best Lynn Fielder with Parkinson's the world has ever seen, and you, Sam, are the best Sam Simon with Alzheimer's that the world has ever seen. And that sense of confidence and purpose is, I've learned now, part of being healthy and being strong through whatever challenges we may encounter in our lives. So I'm the best Sam Simon with Alzheimer's the world has ever seen. And may you be the best of you that the world has ever seen with whatever your situation may be. So having said that, one of the things I want to do today and keep doing is, first of all, reminding you we're in the middle of a fundraising campaign. Don't hang up. It's totally voluntary, but one of the benefits is that if you make a donation, you can become a producer of theater, producer of Dementia Man. Now, what's a producer of theater? You may sit in all these TV shows and television shows and see credits and the like, and you'll see producer. Well, those are the people who put up the financial resources to make these programs possible. And so you too can be a producer of a theatrical production, Dementia Man. And for donations of $100 or more, you get listed. You can go on their website and check under donate, dementiaman.com, and click donate. And by the way, your donations are tax deductible. Dementia Man is a project of Fractured Atlas, a fiscal sponsor of theater for those who do theaters for public good, which clearly Dementia Man is. Oh, and by the way, you'll get a beautiful certificate designating you as producer, suitable for framing. Could be in wherever you want in your house, and you too can be that producer. Okay. One of the things I wanted to do today is also talk about resources. And we're in the process. One of the things I want to get done this year is to really put up a page on our website with vetted and good resource material for folks. And I've mentioned before in earlier podcasts, one of the best, should do it at everyone, is if you're looking for good, reliable information, alzheimers.gov. Alzheimers.gov. There's a ton of, I call it bad, misleading, optimistic kind of stuff, all sorts of stuff out there. But the real authoritative current stuff, get through alzheimers.gov. And not only does it prevent you from scams that may be out there, but it gives you links and access to the most reliable resources and information, including down into your own communities. So not just federal and national, but resources available to you in your community, reliable resources. So what I want to talk about today, and I may have talked about it once before, but I want to talk again about um, the Dementia Self-Management Guidebook. Now, why am I doing this? By the way, this is going to be a free resource, and the link to be able to download it will be associated with this YouTube podcast as well as on our website. Is I was an advisor to the project, and it is a project that was put together. I'm looking down to make sure I get it right. The Dementia Engagement and Education and Research, DEER program based in the School of Public Health at the University of Nevada in Reno. Now, I connected with that group through something called Dementia Friendly Nevada. I mean, you may know I live here in McLean, Virginia, a suburb of Washington, D.C. But I found my cohort, my group to meet with once a week out in Las Vegas because they're associated with a university and there's no other interest in promoting promoting me and my health and those like me and caregivers. We meet with a group of caregivers and people with cognitive impairment and just support each other, explore issues and concerns and learn from each other. We created this, well, I didn't create it, the DEAR program is certainly aware of the absolute urgent need for reliable information from uninterested individuals and institutions on what to do, how to manage your own journey through these very, very significant life-altering diseases. And it's all done with a view to having a meaningful journey with agency, what I would call it. That is, letting us be in charge of our journey and finding the resources reliably and answers to a lot of challenging questions and good resources. Called the Dementia Self-Management Guidebook. You'll see the link to be able. It's in the public domain. It's free to download, and you may want to not only download it for your own self. You may want to let your neurologist or your primary care person know about it so that they can make it available to others in your community. And finally, want to just come back to our goal for this year. You know, we are trying to raise $8,000. It's both in celebration of my 79th birthday and but also the beginning of the second year of performances. You know, this is not a hobby. I've done it professionally. It's my second play. I call it existential because that's what I'm into. I don't know why. I don't know how I got to do it. My first play, my first work, called The Actual Dance. And it was based on my wife being diagnosed with advanced breast cancer in 2000. And I got pulled aside about 2 years into it and saying, "Get ready, Sam. We think the end is near." Now, she is an unlikely survivor, just like I want to be either an unlikely survivor or the longest living person with Alzheimer's that's ever been. And those are our journeys. But having to be the care partner. We'll talk a lot more about this in the future. Being a care partner in any case where someone is very sick, particularly with an anticipated terminal end-of-life disease, is very difficult. And my response, when I was faced with the loss of Susan, now my wife of 57 and almost 11 months, 57 years and 11 months. This is when we were married 34 years. I didn't know how I could do it. And I ended up discovering a play and wrote a play about that, and now a book too. And I think that's what helped us find this journey, that diagnosis, that acting in theater and purpose has a huge impact on us. So I want to build out this year not only a resource on our website, but various ways to engage with those who need to see the show. We'll hopefully begin a Zoom room and Zoom meetings with each other and partnering with the other groups. There are a number of other really strong programs for people with the disease, their care partners, and communities. And some really good books, and maybe we can do an author talk with a few of those about that. So stay tuned. Check out, get a copy, download a copy of the Dementia Self-Management Guidebook, and donate to our campaign in honor of someone you love. I'll even send a note and send them a notification of you honoring them. So until next week, it's Sam, Dementia Man, the best Sam with Alzheimer's the world has ever seen.